Hello everyone, today I wanted to make a video about something that I think is really important if you play repo. How to cart load every single big item without having a single strength or range upgrade. This video is pretty lengthy because I take the time to explain a lot of tips that you might not know, so stay till the end. If you guys enjoy my content, I am going to make way more repo, peak, and other games content, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. For the Alchemy station, this one is fairly easy. Just have to be slightly careful. You put the cart next to it as close as you can, and then you can just kind of grab the middle of it and pull it up, scroll out, rotate a little bit. You can either grab the top, the middle, and I would recommend wedging your cart. It's easier so it doesn't move too much. And at this point, you can kind of just push the bubbles, or I mean the glass, whatever these are called, inside of it, and now it's fully wedged. So you can kind of just navigate through these massive doorways with it like that. For the dragon skull, this one you'll have to push and not pull. So make sure that your card is either wedged somewhere, or it's not necessary, but it makes it easier. So what you want to do if it's to a wall is just rotate it carefully, because this thing loses a lot of value very quickly. I'm talking like 10,000 for a single hit. So you just want to put the card next to it, and then you want to grab middle to up, scroll out, up, look up, and then rotate. There you go. Just push it slightly with your body, and there you go. That's a little too far. This thing does not wedge necessarily properly, so just be careful when you go around corners. Make sure you don't only turn your camera. Make sure you also use your keys to have more like smoother turns, like this for example. I'm moving left as I'm turning right to keep a consistent like cart smoothness, I guess. As if you just look with your camera, this might move a little too much, or just be slow. But yeah, just be careful with it. I'm including the staff, but that's like a really easy item to do. The thing not to do is to put it on the cart like this. It's very unstable, so what I would just do is put the crystal ball in one of the corners, and if you have other items, just make sure they're on this side to wedge the head, so when you move, it doesn't move too much. So yeah, that's how I just kind of do the staff. It's, yeah, really pretty easy. The Griffin statue. If you have some strength, you can put your cart in front of it, and just make sure this hooks onto the cart and just kind of flip it upside down. But I will say this one can be annoying, especially when you navigate with it. But what you usually do is classic, get on the side, put your cart close, do the same thing where you scroll and then push a little bit with your body, and your Griffin should get on the cart. Just like this. If you want it to be more stable, you can try to put it upside down. Well, this is on the wrong side to do this, but I would say this is your best chance at doing something with it. So yeah, just be careful when you move around. You can jump. Jumping helps a lot to see where you're going, because it doesn't actually move the cart, or not much at least, because there's no like vertical movement on it. So yeah, you can kind of just navigate like that. Just make sure you are careful with this not blocking anywhere. Yeah, that's it. For the troll finger, it usually spawns upright on the wall, and with the hitbox you can kind of easily just put the cart close and then either pull it if you have some range. If you don't have range, just make sure your cart doesn't move too much. Kind of tilt it downwards, like so, and then you can grab from here and just kind of pull. Scroll in when it's horizontal, and there you go. You have your finger in the cart. Now you can just kind of move it a little bit like this, and there you go, perfectly in the cart. It's very hard to get out of the cart. Now, the only thing is that if it's already on the ground and not on the right side, it is slightly harder. You kind of have to play around with it, because this thing is very heavy. So you can actually, if you really want, if you push, like I said, rotate it, No, it's wedged, so I have to be careful with that. Put it towards the middle. You can kind of like rotate it like this. There you go. And then once it's fully rotated, you can actually scroll out while looking up and pull it up like this. Very useful if you want to just put it back in your cart. As you can see, it's perfectly standing for some reason. So you can do this, or if you want to actually put it in your cart while it's all the way down, there's like a lot of ways to do this. You can put your cart next to it and then kind of just like grab one side, pull up towards the cart, and then from here you can kind of just hold it, push it like this, and it's not the best on this side, but it works. As you can see, it is standing in there. It might fall sometimes in the front, but mainly if you just have it in the cart like this, it should be fine. Like even when I back off very quickly, as you can see, the weight is well distributed, so it kind of just stays in the cart, which is pretty cool. The Cube of Knowledge, a very popular one, and it appears fairly often early game. This one is really nice to know. So what you're going to want to do is put your card next to it. You want to grab the outer corner to rotate it like this. Then you want to scroll closer to you like this. Make sure you're holding the cart with the wall, or simply from the other side like I am. And then you want to look up, scroll in, and then just rotate. Oh, I stopped because anyways, I'll do it again. This, look up, and rotate it. And there you go. For the goblin arm, if it's on the floor like this, it's harder. But if it is standing straight, you can kind of just put your cart in front of it and then lower it in the cart. But when it's like this, all you have to do is really just pull one side, put it on, and then make sure it's on the other side like this, so you can kind of move around with it. As you can see, the hitbox is kind of like curving, like making an arch, whatever. So you can, if you want, to make sure it's properly set in there, use it at your advantage like that, and kind of wedge it in the cart. So yeah. For the animal crate, this one is not too tricky. The only tricky thing about it is that you can't put it sideways or tilt it too much. And also it gets stuck in chandelier sometimes, so you have to be careful where you're going. But basically, since it's a pretty light item, you can move it around a lot. So you either just bring into this extract, because it's actually very light, as you can see, no strength. Or you can put it like this, put your cart in front of it, and then you grab the middle and just lift. Scroll out. Push your carts with your body, and then you can just kind of rotate or pull in. As you can see like this, it fits perfectly. There you go, in the cart. And now you are ready to go, and it actually fits the doorways. Just like this. The chunky vase. Okay, this one is a little particular. It is not the easiest to cartload because it is very heavy. And the top doesn't seem to get wedged all the time, but what I kind of realized is that when you right click to rotate, you see the hitbox. I would just put it parallel to the actual hitbox and not use the corners. So for example here, and also you need to be on the same side. That's a must. So just kind of have to move it a little bit. That's also a difficult task. Pushing it, probably the easiest way. You grab the front and then you just push it. There you go. And once it's out of the wall, you kind of just find where the rotating point is. Like this. Put your card next to it. Leave a very small gap. I like to leave a small gap. You don't have to, but it's because the upper part might get stuck while you rotate it. And here you want to grab from the top. Look up. Scroll in. And then if you're lucky, it's gonna get wedged, which it did for me, but I thought it didn't. And you kind of just want to push it in with your body. Your cart might be in the way, I mean, might move. So you have to do it fairly quickly. You do this. There you go. And push with your body a little bit. And as you can... Oh, I thought it was in. That's completely my fault. There you go. You don't even need your body, but it's better. As you can see. There you go. I got it in. This one, I will say, it's gonna take you guys a few tries. It definitely usually does take me a few tries. I got it first try. Well, not first try, but like, this is my first recording for this one. Grandfather clock, another easy one to cart load. Put it flat in the cart. There you go. Diagonally, I also like for this one, slightly. I would just do it flat though, like this. And yeah, you are mainly just fine like this. And if it just moves, just place it back in your cart properly. The coffin, extremely heavy. So be careful, make sure it doesn't fall, honestly. You're going to avoid a lot of problems if it doesn't fall. Just push it with your body if you can, or grab it high. Make sure there's a lot of room, because straight up, as you can see, it doesn't even fit through doorways. It's slightly taller. So you want to put it on any side really. I would say the bigger side's better. And you just kind of put it down on the cart like this. And you can put it like this here, and it's usually fine. Be careful when you navigate. It can get stuck everywhere, like you can see, and just use the walls to like reposition it. It's honestly a good like way to do it. So here, for example, I'm going through a doorway and then I have to turn. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily fit everywhere. And if you want like better turns, you can kind of just have it like I had earlier, which is if I scroll in, left to right, you kind of put it on, and then if I push forward, I can push it towards me a little bit. And like this, I can have better turning because the front is not out as much. If it's already down, grab one side, scroll out, so you have a lot of loose, look up, and then you rotate outwards. As you can see, it's gonna get up. Like that, and then you can do it again. The golden statue. The bottom is heavier than the top. Rule of thumb, to balance it out, you grab by the genitals. It's a very, very, very good point to grab from if you want to just move it around. Perfectly balanced. Slides perfectly. If you want to cart load, same thing. You can easily cart load this, honestly. It's not too much of a problem. I would say try to get the bottom, the base, inside of the cart. It's gonna make your life way easier. But if you can't, you just kind of put it down and put it diagonally, because this is, as you can see, gonna fall and this gets stuck. So I would say just put it diagonally and then push it in here like that. And this is like good enough for doorways usually. If you have like a proper angle and have the head on top here, because if you don't put it diagonally, when you grab the cart, the head might get stuck in you. Like if I can show it really quick here, if I grab the cart and I move forward, the head might get stuck in you, or you might grab by accident. So I would say just like slightly diagonally, it's fine. This works. The harp, this one you can't really cart load. So I put it in the doorway on purpose just to show how, you know, straight like this, flat, I mean, doesn't fit through doorways. So you have to put it up, but the problem is, up, the harp is very, very thin. So you kind of have to just put it on the cart if you can. I'll try here and hope that it stays upwards, basically. So there's not really any tricks to this. You kind of just have to like play with it and just make sure it doesn't fall to the side. But at the very least, even if it does fall to the side, it's not like too hard to place like back straight, and I assume diagonally like this might be good because it's in the corner, or not. Like you can also, I guess, have other items. So example, you put it on one side here, and you would have items here to make sure it's wedged properly. But overall, I would say this is probably the way to do it. So the painting, okay, two things. First, I would say, honestly, just bring this painting without cart loading. It is inconvenient to cart load it, and also a waste of time. So I would say just grab like an upper, like up the middle, and just drag it with you around. But if you really want to cart load it, second, you mainly need items to make it hold in the cart, because this thing is, well, first of all, if you want to cart load it, you can't do this because it doesn't fit through doorways, right? So you have to put it up, right? But the problem with doing that is that it's gonna fall very easily. I can balance it like that, and it's, yeah, see, it falls. So you need other items in the cart, kind of balance it out. There you go. This is a cart loaded painting. Yep, that's the only way to cart load it. And even then, I still have to make adjustments. There you go. Very very efficient cart loading. Not at all. So yeah, I don't cart load the painting, please. So I want to include television because it's a heavy item, and it's fairly hard for like new players to understand how to cart load this. Like, it's not bad if you like use the tech that I showed you, as you can see. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of items that are going to be heavy and square and small, you can kind of just grab it and scroll in like this. There you go. So there are a lot of items that I'm not going to show, but you can just do this with them, or just wedge a corner or something, and then grab like the cube, for example, where you could just pull up a corner and then use the flat surface to get it on. So yeah, a lot of items are going to be like this. Some I'm going to show them, but yeah, at least you know. So the vase, the item that was probably broken the most by players. This one, very easy, honestly. Multiple ways to cart load it. My favorite is just to wedge the top on the side of the cart. So like this, right? And then you grab the bottom and you just kind of push it in there. There you go. But yeah, I'm sure if you just spend a few minutes, you'll figure out like a lot of ways that are similar. Oh, I want to try to get out without breaking it. There you go. You can just very easily just put your cart next to it and also just kind of send it like this. See, like it's really not complicated. And then in the cart, just make sure it doesn't break. It fits in the cart, which is pretty nice. The piano, probably the worst item to cart load because it's on a map that is annoying. It can be in a lot of very crowded places, and you want some space for it. So the idea is to put this upside down. This corner in this corner. Unfortunately, the piano doesn't fit sideways through doorways. So you need to kind of have it wedged upside down or straight, but straight, it doesn't really stand. So the idea is to have a gap where if you lay the piano on it and you rotate it, it is going to flip upside down. So you want to just kind of have it like this, and then you go on the other side and then do the scroll up and kind of move your mouse outwards. It can be hard to grab from the bottom if you want. It's easier. And then as you can see, it's rotating. This one is hard, and then here you have to hold it. Make sure you still have a grab and scroll inwards if you see that it's moving like right now. And then like this, it's kind of, you have to really play with it. As you can see right now, it's upside down. Now I just have to put it perfectly. So for the balance, kind of scroll in the bottom here. There you go. Same here. Perfect. And now I'm almost at the corner. There we go. Be careful because it might fall on this side. So yeah, that's how you kind of have the piano. And if it falls on this side, you just have to put it back in the cart. Unfortunately, that's really all there is for the piano. It is really annoying. So, and then if you want to move around, just be extremely careful. Use the jump to see around. And as you can see, not falling for now. It almost is, but it is not. And the doorway is here. And if you do it right, it does fit through doorways. For the golden swirl, it's a little bit like the cube. As you can see, when you right click while holding it to rotate, you can see that the hitbox is squared. So what you want to do is start by putting it on the side. I'm gonna find a flat ground because this is actually important. Or you want your swirl to be more elevated, makes it easier. But you don't want your cart to be more elevated. So put it on the side. Hello. Why is it not? Oh, okay. I was just grabbing the middle, I guess. So when you put it on the side, as you can see, the two corners are very easy to fill. And here what you want to do is put your cart next to it. There you go. And now you grab one of the corners. There you go. And you do like the cube, where you pull sideways, look up, and then kind of pull towards you. Rotate a little bit. And then pull. There you go. You have to pull a lot. But yeah, that's how you do the golden swirl. The milk. The milk is very easy for one specific reason. It likes to stay straight. So like, when you try to put it down, it just straightens up, like back up. So this makes it very easy once it's cart loaded to deal with. I don't know why it's sliding like that. So the idea is just kind of pull, rotate, and then it's gonna straighten up on your cart. I'm stuck behind, and if it doesn't, gonna just give it a push, and then there you go. Now it's in your cart, and it's probably not gonna fall. You can, if you really want, put it straight in the cart. There you go. So you can have two if you find two. I don't think the second one fit actually. For the blender, this one is very light, and the doorways on this map are very big, so you can kind of just be careful. Do not break the money, but yeah, that's kind of just put it in honestly. But if you hold for too long, if you guys didn't know, it starts breaking. So make sure you tap it, and yeah, not too hard. You can cartload it in a lot of different ways. Okay, so the horse. This item is also very, very heavy, so be careful not to drop it on the floor. But basically, the idea is to put the cart next to it and then just kind of scroll it in there. Like this, and you can push with your body and just kind of hold it on there, as you can see. If your horse managed to fall on the ground sideways, for example here, it is really hard to put back on foot. So you want to grab the head, kind of like the coffin, where you look up, scroll out, and then rotate. There you go. And you can just, yeah, put it back up like that. The traffic light. One of the most frustrating items to cartload. It's not that it's hard, it's the fact that it stops every time. You have to stop every time because the timer. So what I recommend doing is get on the side of the battery. And just put it in there. Just like that. And here it's pretty well like wedged normally. The battery does make a massive difference for this. If it falls to the floor, I would just recommend put it back up, and yeah, I think this is the best way to cartload it, really. It's a perfect weight balance, and you don't have to worry about this or the top. The mug, you can kind of just do the same as a lot of other items. This one is very, very self-explanatory. I don't think I need to show much more, but I feel like it's worth being in this list, maybe? I don't know. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. The vanille. This one, get on the side, put it on the cart, and I think it's the best way. Don't try to put it upwards. This fit through doorways. These doorways are massive. Honestly, it's not worth wasting your time trying to put it upwards and making sure like it's straight. Doesn't even fit in the cart properly. So you can. It's just I don't think it's worth it. But you do you. The worm. This one also not rocket science. Pull one side, put it on the cart. And either rotate in or put the other side in the cart. Then you can just go with it. I can literally just go with it like this, but you can also put it straight if you want. Diagonal. You can put the head in the cart. There you go. It's really up to you. This map is, like I keep saying, easy because the doorways. For the barrel, there are a lot of ways to do this. Put the cart next to it. Grab, I would say, around the middle. Roll out. Rotate. And it's on. There's another way that you can also do, even if you don't have range, and you can just get in front of it. Boom. Hit it. Grab it. And then just scroll in. There you go. So that makes it really easy if you see it around the corner or something and you just want to do it really quickly. So yeah. The centrifuge or whatever this item is called is really, really annoying. So you can put your cart on the side of it. Go behind it. Just kind of put it on. You want to put it on the side because the screen is gonna mess up with you if you put it in. Just kind of like that. This works because I can just recover my cart afterwards. There you go. And now I can just move my cart slowly without too much. There you go. Boom. And boom. So you can put it in if you want. Slightly. Barely. And this should do the job. It's a really, really annoying item. Like I said, I would not recommend having to deal with this. But it's heavy, so I guess you kind of have to. Yeah, overall, it's good for doorways. The creature leg. Very easy. Put it next to your cart and just rotate in. The Cryopod, a very big item, but not too heavy. Easy to manipulate. Once again, just put it next to your cart and just drop it in on any side, really, and just go with it. And if it just falls on the side, put it back on. It's exactly like all the other items that have the same shape. The heavy water. Put your cart next to it, either in the front or on the sides. Both work. Just rotate in and push slightly with your body, and it should be in there. There you go. Not too difficult. Very worth it. It's a big item. The ice block. Another one that is annoying because it's very wide. So you can... There's two things you can do. You can either put it on the side of the cart. I'll use my body here. Put it on the side of the cart and just flip it in. Oops. Like this, and just go this way. Or you can, if you really want... oops, that was not intended. I want to put my cart next to a wall, but not too close. I can push this without it falling. And then here, I'm gonna rotate it inwards. You try to put it up straight. And in the cart. Just like this. And here, I can put it in the cart. There you go. The sample cooler, another one. And just kind of rotate it in on the cart. This is basically how you want it on your cart. I think I've explained this enough by now. How to put large items on carts. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. The server rack, same thing. A really annoying item to navigate with, but you just put it down on your cart and you just go like this. The Snowbike, same thing. And put it next to your cart. Very easy to lift as well. And just kind of put it on your cart. With the same exact strategy. And you can also put it upside down if you really want. It does hold. But there's no reason to do it really. You just have to put it in like this and you're fine. The science station. There are multiple ways to do this. You can also have it upside down in the cart and wedge this part between this part of the cart between this, but honestly there's a way simpler way that I've learned recently. What you have to do is you put the computer station, the monitor side, on this side of the cart. And basically what you want to do is just rotate it in and just kind of push it straight like this. This way, it's gonna be way steadier than having the other side, because the other side, since it's circular, it tends to fall more. So like this, you can just kind of move around, and like it's pretty steady, honestly. Of course, you might need to replace it sometimes, but overall, that's a really good way to cartload this. And yeah, I don't know how I didn't think of that before. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for staying till the end, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.